That was until the day Isaac's mom heard a voice from above. Your son has become corrupted by sin. He needs to be saved. I will do my best to save him, my lord, Isaac's mother replied, rushing into Isaac's room, removing all that was evil from his life. Again, the voice called to her. Isaac's soul is still corrupt. He needs to be cut off from all that is evil in this world and confess his sins. I will follow your instructions, Lord. I have faith in thee, Isaac's mother replied, as she locked Isaac in his room, away from the evils of the world. One last time, Isaac's mom heard the voice of God calling to her. You've done as I've asked, but I still question your devotion to me. To prove your faith, I will ask one more thing of you. Yes, Lord, anything, Isaac's mother begged. To prove your love and devotion, I require a sacrifice. Your son, Isaac, will be this sacrifice. Go into his room and end his life as an offering to me to prove you love me above all else. Yes, Lord, she replied, grabbing a butcher's knife from the kitchen. Isaac, watching through a crack in his door, trembled in fear. Scrambling around his room to find a hiding place, he noticed a trapdoor to the basement hidden under his rug. Without hesitation, he flung open the hatch, just as his mother burst through his door and threw himself down into the unknown depths below.
All right, we're live. Oh, once again, can't see the game. Welcome to the stream, welcome to the video. All right, game should pop up. There we go. All right, we're playing Isaac. If that wasn't obvious. The last, so I will say as well, I'm leaving. No, I'm not leaving. I am live streaming on Twitch and YouTube. So my phone is telling me that I'm live. Thanks, phone. I am aware of this. Yeah, we had a bit of a tough time yesterday in Isaac. I didn't particularly do very well. I had a bit of a rough Isaac day. So hopefully today I can do a little bit better. I don't really have a plan as such. I do not really have a plan such what we're doing. We're just going to play and hopefully able to string a couple of wins together and then get some of these unlocks cracking because yeah, also we need to do daily challenges. I think. I always keep saying that, and I actually don't know if I do or not, but I'm pretty sure I do. I say it all the time, and then I forget. Ugh. You know what? Let's not start with the daily challenge. Let's start with Judas. Let's play Judas to either Dark Room, Mega Satan. Okay, Dark Room, Mega Satan, True Ending, or Beast. Let's go. Wait, who did I choose there? This is not Judas. This is Cain. Come on, brain. It's not a good start. Judas. There we go. Judas. Right, let me crack open this Zero Sugar Monster Energy Ultra. They're nice. Right. Let's see how this goes. But yeah, oh, you see, it's as easy as that. That could have been a champion. It would have been over already. So my plan is, okay, the baseline, the bare minimum on this run. My goal, Dark Room. If I can get Mega Satan, good. If I feel like I'm good enough, or I'm doing good enough, I'll go the alt path. True Ending. But for the time being, I am solely focusing on Dark Room. Do, do, do. Poops, poopsy, poopty, poops. I do not want Taurus. I do not like Taurus. So get out of here. Not a fan. I'll tell you what, if I get a speed upgrade from the boss, I'll take it. I'm going to take my time here and try and get half a heart or something here. There we go. Perfect. Good old Ragman on the first floor. Good old Ragman on the first floor. Pop, pop, pop. Alright, we didn't get a speed upgrade, so I will not be taking Taurus. For now, let's go down to the next floor. I will be undecided whether I'm going to go alt path or not. Now, I know I said I want to go dark room, but if I get a decent item here, a good little start here, I will go to the alt path. If not, it's all good. That's the beauty about these early, when you got multiple places you can go, you can make your mind up, you know. It's like, well, I need to go dark room, but if I feel good enough, I'll go to alt path. If I feel good enough, I can go to the true ending. I almost timed that really bad. Yay! This is the item that's going to make me want to go to the alt path. It's not bad, but not necessarily good either. I will become back my money. The irony of having bombs there. I need to see if I can go and find a bomb. We're going to buy one, I guess. We'll see if they have one. See if they got one for sale. He's just got his comfy PJs on. But you're not playing as Ida, you're playing as Judas. Read the law. Bit of a waste of algaes, but you'll know I can get a blood bag here. Not bad. Oh, I got a bomb as well. I'm going to save that just in case we get Judas' shadow in here. This fiery little horn has come back for revenge. He already got me. Okay. I will take you. I will take you. And I will take you. Hey, you know what? We're going to use that one to go in the curse room. Oh, also, we should go to the shop as well. See what's in the old shop. Do 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 do. I'll take that. I don't normally take deep pockets. It's very rare that I need that much money or I don't get that much. Whoa! Hi. Very strange. Burp, burp, burp. Da-da. Oh, no bombs. Damn it. We'll go dark room. Or true ending. Let's see. One memento. What do I got hurt there? I forgot I had the thingy. All right. Do 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 do. Isaac and his mother. Man, I'm feeling it today. I'm feeling Isaac today. Yesterday, man, I wasn't feeling Isaac at all. I was feeling, was it yesterday? I don't even remember. It was yesterday. Yeah, I felt pretty tired yesterday. It probably doesn't help. Ooh. My friend, holy water. Ah. What was I saying about feeling Isaac? Okay, let me just dial it back a bit. Do do do. If anybody's watching this, there's nobody watching live right now, but if anybody watches this as a video, link in description for all the other 20 parts that I've done. Don't think anybody want to watch any of those, but there's 20 on YouTube. That is, there's 20 streams so far of this new save. Well, this is 21. Give me that. I never use converter, but I'm going to use it. Ah, that's silly. Ooh, guppy spore. Oh, it needs a charge. Wait, did converter always had a charge? I don't remember that. Then again, I never really used it, so who knows? Don't remember. Alright, let me go and grab my book of Belial. My book of Belial. The book of Belial. Do do do. I know I could per throw that, but I'm going to save it for something maybe a little bit more valuable. Do do do. Squish. Gotta love holy water. So good now. Do do do. I'd contract from below for a moment, but I don't. Do 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 do. Ooh, 2020. Who remembers 2020? Not me. I'm great. I do remember 2020. It was very weird time for everybody. Kind of weird, like 2020, the year 2020, like and 2021, and then a bit of 2022 all seem like the same year. It was strange times. Very strange times. Do do do. Bing bong. Bing bong. Oh, I'm doing great. I'm so good at Isaac. It's unbelievable. You're the best around. Diddle diddle dee 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 dee. I need my holy water. Holy water! I missed. I'd actually like lump of coal here. If it isn't, I'll reroll it. Do you like me a lump of coal? Still got to try and finagle Mega Satan somehow. Self-sacrifice rooms and lots of HP. Sploosh. For the minute, I'm living on the edge. Teleport 2.0. Okay. You know what? I like the Teleport 2.0, aka Golden Teleporter in my books. It is a teleporter and it is golden. Oh, balls, I'm dead. Jesus Christ. Actually, I really dislike Golden Teleporter, actually. It's my least favorite item in the game. Hate it. I'd rather have Isaac's heart than that. Oh, that's alright. We've got a little chubby. What was I saying about feeling good with Isaac today? Doesn't look like it. Do 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 do. Nice. Nice. Oh, start again. Doodle doo doo doo. The gold is still the same. Dark Room Mega Satan. Do 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 do. Watch where you point that. A rogue soul heart appeared. Not normal. Hello. How are you today? Welcome to the stream. You definitely didn't miss me dying on a really good run just now. This is my first run. I'm being honest. I definitely didn't say I'm feeling really good at Isaac today and then die like 5 minutes later. That definitely didn't happen. Yeah, 100% did not happen. 100% guaranteed this did not happen. What are you telling me? Why are you saying that for? It didn't happen. Making things up. Ooh, it's your birthday. Well, happy birthday. You got a tower of snacks. Wow. Sounds like it did happen. It didn't. You're lying. Let's talk about you. It's your birthday. Yeah, no, nothing about me losing. I did not lose Isaac. It didn't happen. Stop lying. Stop making things up about me. I don't like it. By the way, no, seriously, happy birthday. The big 5-0, eh? How does it feel to be 50? You turned 23. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. You're making me sound young, 23. Yeah, more like 223. I don't know what I'm on about, to be honest with you. $50. Well, I don't know, do I? You could be. I mean, nothing wrong with being 50. What's wrong with being 50? I was only 27 years off. Not too far. Nothing really set you're not. Okay. All right. Okay. Right. I mean, I think you gave it away when you said you like knitting. I mean, come on. I mean, come on. Like, I was maybe born in a yesterday, but I wasn't. Wait, what's the saying? I was maybe born, but I wasn't born yesterday. I don't know what the saying is. I'm just joking, by the way. There's nothing wrong with being 23 and knitting. I wish I had a hobby that didn't consist of, like, just... Well, actually, I don't have any hobbies, to be honest with you. And I wish I had an interesting hobby, but I don't. I guess streaming. I'm actually 70-year-old grandma, I fooled you all. And you enjoy watching a Englishman play The Binding of Isaac on a daily basis. See? Hey, where's the item room? Also I got a comment on one of my Isaac streams, which I'm pretty sure is AI generated. Do you want me to read it to you? It's on the very first stream I did when I started a new save file, and it's like a whole page long with text, and I swear it's AI generated. Like, I don't know what else to say. I swear it's AI generated. I'm gonna find it in a sec. I'm gonna read this out to you, okay? You tell me if this sounds AI generated or not. Let me find it. Hey, my own channel tells me I'm live. Look at that. Okay. Okay, look. This if this isn't AI generated, I guess I'm just weird. Okay, this is the text, okay? It was 10 hours ago and it was edited. Actually, it was edited as well. Okay. Hold on, can I 1 second. I'll put it up on the screen. Hold on, let me just... Hello, Juan. How's it going? Your name's too large. It goes off the screen like on the text. Hold on. Why? Let me just make this screen smaller a sec. Okay. Right, give me a moment. I'm gonna find this. I'm gonna get this text up. It's not. It's nothing really exciting, but I feel like this is AI generated. Content. Okay. What the hell's happening? Ah! My screen's got all funny. Okay. Let's just single out this one piece of text, okay? And then I'm going to make it large. Okay, this is the comment I got on the very first Isaac video. Hold on. The very first Isaac stream I did on this new save. I don't know if that's readable or not, but you can see how long it is. This is what it says. If this is completed, all streamed, I will be surprised. The challenges are pretty easy, but some are annoying. Greed to 1,000 coins, especially after the nerf to restock, which prevents a lot of game breaks now, is a much bigger pain than before the nerf to restock. Then greedier, unlocking all the marks in each character. We are talking time here, a whole lot of it. Color me impressed. Because the thought of doing all that again, and the more I think about it, the worse it gets. It's daunting. I'm not passing judgment on your skills, not at all. I just want to know how much time you're looking at. I've been playing since Flash version. Godspeed, Jim Shady. Is that AI generated or is that just me? What are we saying? Do you reckon that's AI generated? Also, do I know the Nyan Cat? I am aware of what the Nyan Cat is. Yes. Would you say that's AI generated? Because to me, that definitely sounds AI generated. But anyway. It could be legit, but a lot of commas which seems a bit sus. Well, it's just a bit here. The challenges are pretty easy, but some are annoying. Greed to 1,000 coins, especially after nerf to restart, which presents a lot of full game breaks now. Is a much bigger pain before the nerf to restart. Then greedier. Unlocking all marks, it don't know, it seems fake. Anyway. Whoa, what's happened to my game capture? Whoa! What happened there? Anyway, all that I could have just read it out. I didn't need to show it, but I wanted to show it in case you think I was lying or something. Give me that. Seems like ChatGPT would write it. I mean, fair enough. I mean, that's fine. Well, can I have double head of the keeper? That'd be cool if I had 2 heads now. Imagine having 2 heads. You ever seen those conjoined twins? There's one that like a girl or 2 women, and they've got one body, but they're 2 different people sharing the same body because they've got 2. The body's got 2 heads, but those 2 heads have got 2 different brains. Now my thought is, how the hell, who controls what? You know what I mean? Like, who controls what? Like, does the left head control the left side and the right head control the right side? But if so, imagine, like, God, that's weird to think about. It's a very odd thought, having one body shared between 2 different minds. Very strange. Then again, I guess if you're born like that, then it's nothing new to you, right? You're I got no bombs! No! 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 Try fight Mega Satan, by the way. I've seen before, I think the guy from Smosh interviewed them. Yeah, it must be strange, but again, like I say, if that's what they were born like that, then it's just normal for them, isn't it? It's not as if you just, like, one day woke up and you got someone else's head on your shoulders. Knees and toes, knees and toes. But, yeah, strange thing. Man, you never see me with 5 red hearts. It'd be crazy being with someone all the time. Yeah, I guess so. But I mean, once again, that's what they're used to, isn't it? I almost read out Nightbot's message. Oh, I went to the doctors today. You know, I was talking about this whole problems with my heart and stuff like that, where I thought I had like really bad issues with my heart because I've been having these weird like skipped beats and like sometimes my heartbeat is like thudding, like it feels like a kick drum. Sometimes like you'll randomly just get like a doof like that. Well, it turns out that that's apparently normal, and some people just have that because my ECG apparently, like all the electrical signals and whatever, are normal. So all that's normal, but apparently I have a thing called a sinus arrhythmia, which is, well, people with a healthy heart can have it, or it's a sign of a healthy heart. It's just another form of heartbeat, basically, but some people have it where it's more noticeable, but it can become more prominent due to outside factors. So your weight, stress, anxiety, nicotine, alcohol, your diet, things like that. So people who have this sinus arrhythmia, it can be more prominent if you have it's basically affected by, it's not an internal thing that affects it, it's external, which can make it worse. So yeah. So it turns out, although on the, so I got like a little graph, like a graph that shows my ECG, and on the ECG itself it says abnormal, but then the doctor told me that, oh no, it's not abnormal, it's completely fine. So I'm a bit unsure as to why on the actual thing it says abnormal. But when I think about it more, maybe it's just maybe it's meaning my heartbeat is abnormal because of the skipped beat that I keep getting. So, and also the doctor I saw today isn't my usual doctor, and I've seen this doctor before, and he's not exactly, he's very sort of like, I don't know, he's quite passive, as in like, once of a time I seen this doctor, and I just happened to mention that, oh, I can't remember what it was about, but I said that, oh yeah, no, I looked on Google on the NHS website about whatever it was. And we have, so the NHS, obviously, you know what that is. But we also have like an NHS account, or like an app where you can see all of your, all your appointments, medications, conditions, doctor's notes, and all that kind of stuff. And on one of the times I went to see him, and then after the fact, I looked on this this report, and it said that patient said he, and in quotations, contacted Dr. Google, which I thought was like a really rude thing to say, as if like, oh, everybody looks on Google. I just so happened to say I looked for information on Google about whatever it was. Anyway, he brought that up again today because, oh, you didn't consult Dr. Google again, did you? And I felt like saying, why be like that? I'm concerned about my health. I look for symptoms and it comes up with the NHS web. I'm on the NHS website. It's I'm not looking at, you know, some random forum on Reddit. I'm looking online on NHS. So he even said, he goes, oh, you didn't consult Dr. Google again, did you? And I was like, well, I looked on Google. Yeah. He said that before, but he's not my usual doctor. Basically, when I had the ECG the other day, because where I live is just a small village, and I think I was mentioning it yesterday, but or the day before, whenever it was, where I said that when I went in to get my ECG, the doctor's surgery was unusually busy. There was a lot more people in there than you would normally find. For example, when I went this morning, there was only 4 people in front of me. When I went the other day, there was probably at least 12 or 13 people, and I went at the same time. So that's unusual. Anyway, but the doctor, so when the nurse did the ECG and then took the graph to the doctor to take a look at it, that doctor is my usual doctor, but he wasn't in today, and there's only one doctor in at a time for some reason. Probably because it's, you know, we don't normally get many people. But yeah, he's got this weird... I went to him a few years ago. I was having problems with pains in my... I would get these random flare-ups of agonizing pains in my feet. And I would get these agonizing... Like, and I mean, when I say agonizing pain, I'm talking like excruciating, like I can't even explain the pain. Anyway, I went there a couple of years ago about that. And he was like, oh, it was this guy. And he was like, oh yeah, you probably need some physiotherapy. I was like, okay, but so physiotherapy for what? Because I hadn't injured myself. I just would wake up sometimes and I'd have these excruciating pains for like days in either my feet, or it could be my ankle, or sometimes in my knee or my hip. And it turns out I went this time, well, about March of last year, and I went to see the doctor again because it was getting on my... It's 5 years I had this problem where these flare-ups kept happening, and they could last for weeks, and I'd be in agony constantly. And like sometimes I couldn't even walk because of it, because like my feet would like turn almost into like rock solid. Like I can't bend them or nothing, and the pain is just constant. Anyway, I went to see the doctor again last March, and this time it was my doctor, or the one I normally see. Anyway, he did more tests on me. He did his blood test. It turns out I've got arthritis. And then he gave me some pills, and within 24 hours the pain had gone. And I've been dealing with that for 5 years at that point, at least 5 years. So this is what this doctor's like, unfortunately. I'm not saying he's bad at his job, but I'm just saying he's very sort of nonchalant. And I guess, well, that time when I went in about the pains, he was just sort of pacing around the room, like doing other things whilst I was trying to explain to him these pains, because I couldn't describe what they felt like, because when I had the flare up, I couldn't get to the doctors because I couldn't walk. And I had no means to get there, because I don't drive or anything like that. And the doctor's is not far away from me, but when I literally could barely walk from this room I'm in now to my, like, maybe to the bathroom, which is just back there, like it was really bad. Like when I said I couldn't walk, I couldn't walk. And what it felt like is, imagine, so think of the center of think of the top of your foot, like the mid of your foot, something like, imagine the middle of your foot. Imagine getting a piece of metal or something like that, but a metal rod, and just constantly pushing consistently down on the middle of your foot. So right here, imagine that for about 3-4 weeks at a time, non-stop. And then it would feel like it would feel like someone was trying to snap my bone. That's what the pain was like. And no matter how much you rested it or painkillers, it just wouldn't go. And then what would happen as well is it would be accompanied by swelling. So like I would get like swelling in like the ankles and stuff like that, and my feet would go, or like wherever it was affected. Because sometimes it would be like in my ankle, sometimes it would be in like the side of my foot, sometimes it would be in the top of my foot. It would just depend. And yeah, it turns out I got arthritis. So yeah. That only got diagnosed after having those problems for at least 5 years. But yeah, this doctor I remember went to see him, and he was just sort of wandering around his room doing other stuff whilst I was trying to explain to him my problems. And that's when he just said, oh yeah, you probably just need physiotherapy. And then I'm like, what the hell do I need physio? Well, for what? I haven't done anything. Try something that gets through as many patients as possible. Yeah. Yep, you're not wrong. And it's unfortunate. So that's why I'm a little bit skeptical of this, because he was still sort of like, he even said to me, he says, oh, what can I do for you today? And I was like, oh, well, I had my ECG the other day, and the nurse, my doctor's said, goes, oh, and the nurse took the graph to, my doctor, and he said to come in to speak to him. But he said that, it's no rush, come in whenever. And he goes, oh, I don't know why he said that for, your ECG's normal. I was like, what? I said, well, I don't know. You can even look at my records. It says that he said to come in to talk to him about it. So he says that the only reason he thinks that I would have to come in is so that he could maybe go through what the results were to explain to me, which is fair enough. But no, he's very sort of like, blah, blah, like, yeah, oh, Dr. Google and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, there's no need for it. And especially as well, like he put it on my record. You can see it. If I could set it up to show you, I would, but there's all like obviously sensitive information. What the fuck? It's obviously sensitive information on there that I don't want to just throw out. But no, he literally says Dr. Google. And then he said it again. I'm like, wow. relax, man.
Pheromones.
It just seemed a bit rude. But yeah, it sounds like he's just trying to get through as many as possible. And the thing is, the doctors are only there from 9 a.m. to 1 o'clock. They're only there for 5 hours. Like, it's not as if they're there all day. Sounds a bit unpleasant. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying he doesn't know what he's talking about. Not at all, but I just feel like he was just so... there. You know. As if he's like, oh, why are you doing that for? Well, nothing wrong with you. I'm like, well, I'm only doing what the doctor told me to come in and talk to him about it. Well, they did find out as well with my blood test, because I have blood tests, that I have severely low vitamin D, which is actually a common thing for me. I've had that happen quite a few times. So next week I have to go and pick up some like high strength, high dosage vitamin D supplements. But I've had that for a long time. That tends to happen quite a lot. Like every once in a while, my vitamin D levels will be like really low. So, but I got to go and grab that next week, because apparently I asked him today. I was like, oh, you know, because I got a text message saying, oh, your vitamin D's low. We prescribed this medication. Come and pick it up next week. But I thought it was a mistake. So I asked him today, could I get it today? He said, oh, the reason why it would say next week is because they'd have to order it in. So, which is unusual. Doesn't normally take till the next week, but it's normally the same day you can get it ordered in. Low vitamin D bodies. Yeah, I've had it happen quite a few times. I don't know what causes it. I don't know if it's just once again, it's something that happens to some people, or there's another factor that's causing it. Even when I was taking, I used to take, I've been a bit slacking off recently, I must admit, but I used to take every single day. I would take like my multi like vitamins and stuff like that. Like I have like these, they're over there actually. I had these like multivitamins that you take every day. I was taking those for months. Well, actually, no, about 18 months I was taking those. But I was still having really low vitamin D. So I don't know. I don't know what's caused that. But yeah, it's happened maybe like 3 or 4 times now over the last couple of years. It may just be like a lifestyle thing. Like with me, I explained briefly the other day, but from the period for like, I don't know, for about 4 years, I completely mistreated myself and I put on loads and loads of weight, like basically doubled my weight in like 6 years, which is insane. I actually over doubled my weight when I think about it, just over twice double my weight. And it's obviously that has had adverse effects on my overall health. But I can't really do much about that now unless, you know, reverse it. Like my blood pressure's high as well. It's only slightly high. When she took my blood pressure, I don't know if I mentioned this the other day, but when she took my blood pressure on Wednesday, maybe the lack of the sun. Yeah, I mean, I must admit, I was basically housebound for the best part of 2 years, I think. Couldn't get out because I was having these problems with the pains. Plus I developed like severe, like really bad anxiety, like crippling anxiety to the point where I could not leave my house. And that was probably the best part of 2 years. So that was pretty rough times to say the least. But yeah, probably the lack of sun. I must admit, when it comes to like summer and stuff like that, I don't really get out much, but I tend to go on walks and stuff like that when it is summertime, because we've got like big lakes and stuff here. You can go and walk around with like, there's like swans and ducks and all that kind of stuff you can go and look at. But problem is when you live here, you kind of don't really care for seeing ducks and swans and stuff like that and walking around the same place over and over again. So, but yeah, it's, if you don't look after yourself, it definitely creeps up on you. That's for sure. It's the oh shit. Okay, wait. Yeah, that is the dark room. But yeah. Ugh. It's the reason why I'm drinking an energy drink. I haven't drank I never used to drink energy drinks quite often, like regular. But I sort of got into a habit maybe a little while ago, just having maybe one every other day. Like you'd see me drinking one like every stream pretty much. But that's it. I don't drink like coffees and stuff like that either. It's very rare that I drink like a coffee or a tea. But maybe one time I'll have an energy drink. But I stopped drinking them because I'm like, man, if I'm having problems with my heart, who knows what it is? I probably shouldn't be drinking caffeine. I have a low tolerance to caffeine anyway. That happens. I spoke about this before, but when I was like 19 or something like that, my housemate I was living with at the time was like, oh, you should. I was feeling really tired, like really drained. He said, oh, you should try these tablets. They were like tablets you could just buy over the counter, and they were called Pro Plus, and they were a high, I was gonna say nicotine, not nicotine, a high caffeine sort of supplement you could take just to give you a bit of a lift for the day. And I didn't mean to do that. I took one. I was, oh man, this is amazing. I never really bothered with caffeine. I wasn't really one for energy drinks back then at all. Like I didn't drink any caffeine I would ever have is maybe if I drank like a Pepsi or a Coke or something like that. I would never drink energy drinks or anything like that. So I had this this Pro Plus tablet, and Jesus, at the end of the day, I felt so like down. Like I was really down. Like oh wow. Like I had never felt like that before, and I must have had some sort of massive like crash off this this high of I keep wanting to say nicotine, caffeine. There we go. And it turns out that I got a low tolerance to caffeine. I also found out one time I was actually addicted once. This is really completely off the subject, but I was actually addicted to. Wait, you have Pepsi Max in America, right? Of course you do, right? It's an American company. At one point, I used to drink a 2-liter bottle of Pepsi Max a day. So that's like 4 pints of Pepsi Max a day. And if I didn't, it came to a point, if I didn't drink that 2-liter bottle, I don't know how, I know in America you have like ounces, right? I don't know what that is in ounces, but 2-liter bottle, which is big. If I didn't drink a 2-liter bottle of Pepsi Max in a day, I would get headaches and stuff like that. And like, I'd get really grumpy. Like, I'd be like really, well, just grumpy. Like, and I didn't know what it was. And I went to the doctors for an unrelated reason. And I happened to tell the person, I was like, man, I was telling the doctors at the time, I was like, wow, I'm getting these like, every time I don't drink, like it's fizzy drink, like I get headaches. What's causing that? And she asked me, she was like, oh, what drink do you drink? And I was like, oh, it's Pepsi Max. And she said that there's certain, for this time I had no idea about any of this sort of stuff, but she says you can, she told me you can get, it was actually a nurse that I saw, it wasn't a doctor. She told me that you can actually get addicted to a sweetener in like diet drinks. I didn't know that at the time. So I was surprised. I was like, oh my God, I'm addicted. She's, yeah, you're probably addicted to, and she mentioned some number. She's always, it's this this sort of da-da-da-da in this specific thing you can get addicted to it. And I was like, oh my God. So I gradually started like drinking less and less because I was like, right, I can't deal with this. Like all these sort of like bad mood swings and headaches if I just don't drink this. And I had to drink 2 liters a day. And then gradually I basically just stopped, took it down to like smaller bottles, and then eventually I just bought like the little cans. And then now I do not drink Pepsi Max. I haven't touched Pepsi Max, I wouldn't say since then, because this was like 2010 maybe. But I probably had Pepsi Max maybe 2 or 3 times since then, because now I can't bring myself to drink it because it reminds, I still have like a Diet Coke and stuff like that, but I've never got addicted to Diet Coke or anything like that. It was just Pepsi Max, and apparently it was because of the specific something that's the sweetener or whatever it is that's in that specific drink was the problem. And I was amazed. I couldn't believe it at the time. Now, obviously, it's common knowledge, but don't know how I got into that conversation, but yeah. Anyway, we're looking for I didn't really get addicted to that. Yeah, apparently it's the sweetener, and I was drinking it because I was drinking it so often. It became like my body became dependent on it. But yeah, I would literally be every single day. It'd be a big 2-liter bottle of Pepsi Max at least. Sometimes I would drink 2 of them. Like I say, I don't know if you measure. Do you measure stuff in liters in America? Like if you bought like a large bottle of Coke, for example, or Pepsi Max, what would you call that? You don't call it liters, do you? Is that a European thing? I think you do it in like ounces, right? You have the 2-liter bottle, yeah, but do you call them 2 liters, or don't you do it in like ounces? Because I know, like in America as well, like they say, oh, you know, if you're making like a recipe for something, they say, oh, just add a cup of flour. And what I don't understand about that, a cup of flour, for example, or a cup of sugar, or I don't understand, because is a cup a universal size? Does it not actually mean an actual cup? Is it just called a cup, but it's a specific size? Because I've never understood that, because we have cups over here and mugs that are different sizes. So how would you know if they say, oh, because like, how would you know what a cup is if you say you could have a bigger cup than me? So if I say put a cup of flour in this recipe, and you could have a bigger cup than me. So I don't understand. You call them 2-liter bottles, which is, yeah, that's what I thought. I thought you used them. I thought you called them ounces or something like that. We use ounces over here, but we don't normally hear people, unless maybe if you're like a chef or something like that, or something like that, then maybe you do, but I don't really use the term ounces that often, or hear it. A cup size, just like we have measurement cup. Right, okay, so I did think that, because it doesn't make sense otherwise. I guess it's like when you say the word feet, right? If you say, oh, it's 10 feet long, you don't actually mean a human foot size, right? Because people have different size feet. So I guess it's kind of like that, right? So you say cup, and a cup is a specific, it's just another term for a specific measurement. I guess it's like saying a pint, right? A pint is 560 milliliters. I'm assuming you don't use milliliters in America. Like, for example, this can of Monster here is, it'll say, I don't know if you can see that, but 500 milliliters. Yeah, it makes sense that a cup is an actual fixed size, but I always used to wonder, like, I was like, what do you mean a cup? Like, I could have a massive cup. You can get like cups that are huge. And then I thought, oh, do you actually call them cups over there? Or do you call cups mugs? You don't use it unless it's in a scientific setting. Okay. So if you had a can, say you had this can of Monster, what would it say on the back there instead of 500 milliliters? Would it be ounces? Does it say ounces on here? No, it just says milliliters. No self-sacrifice room, eh? Well, our dream of getting a... Well, then again, we can get self-sacrifice room on the dark room, I think. Yeah, he can. Doo-doo. You die. Oh, ounces, yeah. So what would it be then? What would like a... I don't know what you'd... I don't know what ounces are. Like, I don't know what they're equivalent to in milliliters. It's kind of funny as well because I'm a bit weird when it comes to, you know, when you think of like pounds. So like if you're doing your weight, so say you were saying what your weight was, you would say, oh, my weight is pounds. Now over here, we would typically use kilograms, but or use. I think I mentioned this the other day, but we have a measurement called stone. So, in 1 stone is 14 pounds. So if you were 10 stone, you'd be 140 pounds, right? Simple thing. But we'd also use kilograms. But the funny thing for me is if I was weighing myself, or if I was telling somebody, oh, what's your weight? I would I would normally do it in pounds, even though typically we do it in the stones or kilograms. Now the only time this is where it gets weird for me, as a weirdo, is when I lift weights. I haven't lifted weights for a little while, but normally I'd lift weights. And if I was lifting my weights and I used to usually like mark it down in a little. I've got an online spreadsheet where I mark my sets down and all that kind of stuff. I would actually mark it down in kilograms. So it's weird. I'm weird when it comes to like that. I say my weight in either pounds or stones, and then when I go to like measuring how much weight I've lifted, or if I'm talking about like weights in the gym, I go kilograms, which is odd. I do think I've got like a weird brain though, because can you pop your head up? My God. I got a weird brain, I think, because so I'm right-handed, right? So if you're right-handed, you know, if you eat with a knife and fork, you have if you're right-handed, you have your fork in your left hand and your knife in the right hand. Well, I'm the opposite. I'm right-handed, but if I have a knife and fork, I use it like I'm left-handed. For some reason. I don't know why. If I do it the quote normal way, it doesn't feel right. Also, I have a friend. Well, I say a friend, like we grew up together, but don't really see each other anymore for years. But anyway, he was right-handed, but when he learned to play the guitar, he would play left-handed. And also when he would eat like something with a spoon, so some sort of pudding or something like that, he would hold the spoon with his left hand, even though he was right-handed. Very strange. Funny how the brain works. Yeah. But yeah, if I try and use my knife and fork the conventional way, it just doesn't feel right. Which is strange. But is what it is. God, I hate saying that. Stop it. I hate it when I say that. I catch myself saying that all the time, and I have to state the fact that I hate saying it. I hate that saying. It is what it is. It doesn't mean anything. Oh, man, I'm pretty disappointed there was no self-sacrifice room. I mean, if I wouldn't have took Brimstone, I probably would have got another deal with the Angel. Or if I had a bomb on that first deal with the Angel that I got, then... Oh, wait, I didn't realize I walked into the boss room. Also, I didn't mean to pick up that half a red heart. This is such an iconic phrase. I don't know, I hate saying it because it doesn't mean anything. Like, it is what it is. Yeah, I know. It is what it is. What do you mean? It's raining outside, you know, the weather's bad. Yeah, but it is what it is. It's like, oh yeah, no, I just said it. I just said it. What do you mean? It is what it is. Alright, finally I can use this Yarrow rune. Give me Dad's key somehow. Yuppie. It's just one of those phrases that doesn't mean, it's like a phrase you would, it's just like a filler phrase, like you don't need to say it. It's like I do it in other words as well that I find myself using, but I It's quite funny. I made a video today and posted it on my channel. It's just me playing through Sonic, the original Sonic the Hedgehog. And I basically just played through it without commentary. And then I just, after I played through it, I did a little video just saying, oh, this is what I'm playing and my thoughts and blah, blah, blah. And thanks for watching and leave a like and all that stuff, right? And that video, that intro bit of that video took me about 45 minutes to record, even though it only goes on for about a minute, because I kept messing up. Oh man, I wish I should have kept some of the recordings that I didn't end up using, because I was losing my mind. I was cursing so bad because I kept talking and saying what I wanted to say, and then I'd end up going off topic and rambling on about something. Like, not going off topic, but I'd be like, okay, so welcome to the video. Today we're playing through Sonic the Hedgehog. We're playing on the original one, but we're actually playing on this Sonic Origins version. I'm playing as Tails, you know, because you can't play as Tails in the original. And then I'd be like, oh, Sonic 1 was not really my favorite game, but, you know, Sonic 3 is. You know, Sonic 4 is my worst. And the reason why I don't like Sonic 4 is because... And then I'd start, like, going off. I'm like, what the fuck are you... Like, what are you talking... And I'd be like, what are you... I'll be cursing myself. I'm like, what are you talking about? Why are you talking about you don't like Sonic 4? So I'd be like cussing myself out, because I'd be like, start talking like, instead of just saying like, this is what we're doing, I'd be like, then I'd say, oh, yeah, I like Sonic 3 better because the Sonic 3 is, and then Sonic 4, yeah, no, I'm not gonna play Sonic 4 because Sonic 4 is a disgrace. It's not even feels like it. And I'm like, what are you doing? You're meant to be just introducing the fact that you're doing a playthrough of Sonic 1. So I'm getting stressed at myself now because I remember it took me so damn long. I know what it is, because I just said what it is exactly. But yeah, it took me maybe 45 minutes to an hour just to record a like minute to 80 seconds worth of basically just saying what I'm doing. Oh, so frustrating, because like you know what you want to say. Because I don't normally do pre-recorded stuff, so normally when I'm just streaming, I just talk about whatever that comes to mind, right? I don't really have anything to talk about, so I just talk about whatever. Like today we've talked about caffeine addiction, we've talked about weird doctors, we talked about what the hell's a cop, it is what it is, and all that stuff. So we just randomly just, you know, go off different topics and talk about whatever comes to mind. But when you're doing a pre-recorded video and you're specifically trying to just say, right, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to say, I find myself like, right, this is what I'm going to say, and then I start talking about like, oh yeah, and I go in depth about a certain thing, and I don't need to, and it's so frustrating. If only you need to make a Sonic essay. No, I don't. I don't need to do that. It's just that I'm like, what I should do is, right, so basically I would say something like, oh yeah, Sonic 1's not really my favorite Sonic game, but you know, they would just find their feet, and they were competing with Super Mario because they're both platform games, and it was Sonic versus Nintendo, and Sega was, you know, Mario was a platformer, so the first Sonic game was trying to compete with that, and then Sonic 2, they made it and they found their feet and they got their identity and became what they are. And then I go, yeah, it's not my favorite game, but you know, that one goes to, my least favorite game goes to Sonic 4. We don't talk about Sonic 4. I really hate the fact they called it Sonic 4 because it feels like a kick in the balls. And it's just like, I start just talking about that. And then I have to stop myself, and I'm like, what are you saying? Like many of those clips, those recordings of me just going, what are you talking about? What are you saying? Literally, that's what I was, oh, wait, why did I take that? You know what? Give me this. I should have done this earlier. Never mind. So yeah, I find myself, instead of just talking about, right, this is what I need to talk about, I end up going off on something else. And that's quite common for me in just general, like, talking. If you ask, like, if I'm playing games with people or if we're talking about stuff, I will be talking about some... Why did I put a bomb there? I've literally just put a bomb there. I find myself, like, I'm talking, and then all of a sudden, I can literally just start talking about something else that comes to mind. Now, I've never been diagnosed with ADHD, but I am pretty certain that I have ADHD. And I was actually talking to my friend about this the other day. I was like, to this year, maybe the year I actually go to the doctors and tell them I need to be assessed. Because I've had these sort of things for years, like since I was a child. And it's stuff that I didn't know, like, what it was. I've already put a bomb there. And as I've got older and noticed, like, more and more, like, certain, like, traits that I have, like fidgeting, I have a lot of thoughts going on at the same time. I'm always fidgeting, like I'm always like moving. I'm always, if I'm sitting here, I'm just like, I'm playing with something, or I'm moving my feet. I'm literally doing it now. Another one which I thought was weird that I found out recently is when I'm in bed. That sounds really strange, but when I'm in bed, as I'm laying there, and I didn't know this was a thing, I thought it was just what I did. But something I didn't really point out until I read it about people with ADHD is they will rub their feet together. Like they'll lay there rubbing your feet together in bed, and I thought that was just like a comfort thing. But apparently, people with ADHD, that's a trait. I think the same thing, especially when I'm excited to really invest in something. I also tend to over-explain things too. Yeah. Also, I can be very particular about certain things. Like sometimes as well. Like I also feel like, if I'm explaining something or trying to explain something, I feel like maybe sometimes I don't know what I'm trying to say, actually. Like, I may not over-explain, but I sometimes feel like when I say something, it actually sounds, what I'm saying to the person sounds like normal, but I feel like I'm not making any sense. Oh, curved horn, look at that. But no, I'm very sort of like, I can be very sort of like talking about something, then something else catches my attention, and that's it. And also as well with ADHD is people, one thing I notice myself is if I'm invested in something, if I'm invested in like something, like if something catches my attention and I'm interested in it, you're getting 100% out of me. If it's something that doesn't catch my, you know, whatever, I struggle. It's like reading. I'm very bad at reading. Now, I'm not dyslexic. I can read. But my problem is I don't have the, you know, you see like a page of text. Say there's a page of text. I will end up just skimming through it because I end up just like, I can't concentrate on, here's this thing for you. If I had a choice between a book and an audio book, I would listen to the audio book over reading the book. Now that's, most people will say, yeah, well that could be quite normal. That could be, you know, just the way you like it. No, but it's because if I try and read, I can't. It's like everything just goes like it's just a mush. If there's too much text on the screen, if too much text is there, I can't compute it all. It's very weird. You get that too, what, with the whole rubbing the feet thing? Yeah, it's a very strange thing. I never thought anything of it until I read up about it. La la la. Where's the keeper? Da, 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 da. But no, I've never been diagnosed with ADHD, but I always wondered if I had something like that, because my brother's got is on the autism spectrum. I was thinking when you explain stuff, yeah, you'll find me a lot. Like, I don't know if I do. I actually don't know if I'm doing it, but I sometimes catch myself doing it, but I obviously do it unconsciously as well. Like, I don't know I'm doing it. But no, my brother's got, I don't think it's called Asperger's anymore, or Asperger's. It's called something else. My brother was diagnosed with Asperger's when he was like 19 or something like that, which is quite late. I don't think it's called Asperger's anymore. It's called something else. I don't know what it's called. No, I know I don't have that because I recognize what that is because of my brother. So I know I don't have that. But I'm pretty, if I had to put money on it, if someone had to say to me for my life, right, you've got to put a bet on, do you or do you not have ADHD? I would say yes, I have ADHD. because for years I was searching for like stuff. I was like, what is like, there's certain things you recognize, and the older you get, maybe you get tested for it, it'd be nicer. Oh yeah, like it doesn't matter at the end of the day. It's not going to change anything, but you are right. It would be nice to know because, and this is a good item. Mucormycosis. Because like it's something I always wondered. Like I thought, do I have, like I was told once that maybe I have like a personality disorder. And I was like, I don't really know what that means. So I looked it up, and that you look up like borderline personality disorder and that. And then I'm like, okay, there's some things there that I can see. But then you see people with borderline personality disorder, like can be like narcissistic and stuff like that. And I'm not that. There's a few things with personality disorder which I can go, yeah, okay, I see that. But then again, you can do that with a lot of things. You can say, well, I've got a headache. Well, yeah, but if you've got a brain tumor, you can get headaches. Doesn't mean you got a brain tumor. So it's kind of like that, right? So what was I saying? Yeah. So I once thought I was told something about personality disorders, and I didn't really know what it was. And not to go too much into it, but my ex-partner, my ex-girlfriend, she had several personality disorders at the same time, and one of them was borderline personality disorder. That's when I really realized that I don't have a personality disorder, because I won't go into it, but it was tough. She had several personality disorders in one. Not in one, but she had them concurrently at the same time. And I really didn't understand how to deal with it most times, because she stopped taking her medication. I don't really remember what her medication. Anyway, we won't go into that, but she stopped taking her medication for reasons, and yeah, it basically went a bit weird sometimes. And I didn't really know how to deal with that. There were certain things that she would do for me to see, let's just say, which at the time I did not know how the hell to deal with that, because I didn't understand why the hell she was doing these certain things. And I'm not going to say what she was doing, but let's just say she wanted me to see what she was doing. I'm just going to say that. So yeah, so that was pretty strange, pretty difficult to deal with. And at the time as well, I was probably in not the best spot either. So we were both sort of, dealing with a bunch of things. I ain't got no money here, man. Okay, well, we'll just go deals the angel. I can't take any of those, so it's fine. But yeah, so that was the sort of time I realized, okay, I probably don't have a personality disorder. It sounds rough. Yeah, it was rough. So basically, she was on, like I say, I won't go too much into this. This was a long time ago now, but, and there's no, I'm not like harboring any sort of bad things. It's just what the way it was. But she was on medication for a while, but she, ooh, I'll take Play-Doh cookie. The medication she was on would mess up her menstrual cycle, so she wasn't having her usual things happening, right? Now, there was discussions that, down the line to have kids, right? She wanted to have kids. And, well, that was discussed. See, that was another thing. She would chop and change her mind about that. One minute she's like, yeah, I really want to have kids. The next minute, the thought of kids would detest her. But for whatever reason, it was one of those things that was one of the things I'm talking about, which I couldn't deal with because, like, the way she was. And by the way, before I carry on here, I'm not trying to paint her out to be some sort of devil, right? Like, I was not perfect either. I'm not saying like, oh, she did all these things. No, I'm on about like, I'm just sort of telling you what certain things. But yeah, no, she basically wanted to, well, the medication messed up her cycle, right? So for her to start doing what happens to women, she would have to go off the medication. And it was sort of like she wanted to, but then the doctor advised her not to, but she was like, yeah, but I want to. And I was like, well, and at the time I didn't know what, I don't know what would happen. Yeah, no, so that was the reason why she came off the medication originally. To restart the whole cycle, which took a little while. But yeah, that's when things, not just because of that, but that's when things started to take a different turn because, yeah, her personality problems and moods would be like really like all over the place. And then I wasn't in the best states because I didn't understand how to deal with it. Like, oh man, yeah, I didn't know how to deal with it. So it was like hitting brick walls, both, like, it was like two cars, or not two cars, but it was like two brick walls hitting each other. I don't know if that makes any sense, but like we both had problems. But yeah, that was one of the big things there. And yeah, so that's basically not, well, I won't talk about it anymore because like but yeah, like that's when I realized basically that I don't think I had a personality disorder. But back to ADHD thing, if you look at ADHD, or I've looked at ADHD, I've done a lot of research online and watched videos and looked at a whole bunch of things. Remember I told you that if something catches my attention, I'm all in. Well, there you go. That's one of those things I was like all in on, like researching and looking into it and all that. And yeah, pretty much every bell or every like major symptom or trait of someone with ADHD, I go ding 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 ding. And there's some things as well, like I said, with the whole rubbing the feet together, like when you're in bed and stuff like that. I didn't, like I said, I would never have thought that was associated with that. But then when I saw that, I was like, oh wow, like that, you know, makes sense. Hyperfixation, yeah, that's the word. So yeah, when I'm all in on it, I'm all in on it. And that was one of those things I was all in on, just looking up as much information as I possibly could. As that doctor would say, consulting Dr. Google. But I was just doing my own research. It's research. That's what the internet's there for, right? The internet knows everything. So you can do a bunch. It's not as if I looked at one thing and went, yep, I've got ADHD. No, I looked at loads of things. Like, it wasn't just one thing. So, but yeah. I would say I have it. Now, I know you have to go on like a long waiting list to get like assessed and stuff like that, but I think maybe this is the time to do it. I would say. Do 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 do. Ah, Rainmaker, you suck. Oh well, I got that for free. I completely forgot I had 9 lives for a moment. I'm pretty sure I don't have it. I currently go to therapy and asked him. He said he would have picked up during the conversation and such. I do have other mental things though. Oh no, I think everybody's got some sort of like mental, like people say, oh, you're not normal, or your name is not normal. Wait, you're not normal. Yeah, that is my name. No, but no, like some people go, yeah, well, I don't, but who is, like, what is normal, right? Like, what's normal? Like, what is that? So, but then obviously some people have, like, other things. But, the thing is that, I guess if you go to therapy, then that's different. But, yeah, I'm pretty sure I have it, but I've never pursued it. I spoke about it, but I've never pursued it, like, professionally? Is that the right word? I don't know. I am not normal. That is true. Do, 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 do. But yeah, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if I was diagnosed with it or not, but it would be nice to finally go, right, that's the reason why I felt like that when I was 14, or that's the reason why I acted like that when I do that thing when I was 12 years old. That's why it explains it all. Because I never really had any, like when I was younger, like, I'll be completely honest with you, it's because of my brother. I won't go too much into it again. It's not my brother's fault at all, and it's not my mom's fault either, necessarily. But and my dad always used to say, well, my brother, when my brother had was diagnosed with I don't know what it's called. It's not called Asperger's anymore. But anyway, Asperger's, formerly known as Asperger's. My dad was the kind of person who would go, oh, I don't know where he's got that from. I don't understand that. Even though my dad was like suffered with like severe depression. but he always used to deny the fact that he's like, oh, I don't know where that is. So my dad was sort of like not thinking, and my mom, as a kid, like my brother was a pretty big handful as a kid. Like he was pretty, extreme. And my mom spent years to like try and get him tested, diagnosed, whatever, right? And it took until he was 19. I think he was 19, which is really late to be diagnosed with something like that. So as a kid, I didn't really have anybody to sort of go, hey, I'm having problems as well. So I kind of just bottled it up myself. So Asperger's is like it's always been part of the autism spectrum, but it's got a new name. And I don't remember what the name is, but we'll just keep calling it Asperger's just for the time being. It is on the autism spectrum, but they've renamed it. Oh, actually, I'm going to look it up. Asperger's. Asperger's. What is it called now? It's called Autism Spectrum Disorder, ASD. There you go, ASD. Anyway, so yeah, my brother had a lot of problems. Like I say, it's not his fault. It's not my mom's fault necessarily, but as a kid, a lot of like 99% of my mom's attention was on my brother, and for me, I was just kind of like, I've got like an older brother and sister, but they moved away, and it was just me and my younger brother, and yeah, there was a lot of times back then where I just had to sort of, I didn't have anybody to talk to about my stuff, like problems, like these sort of things I'm talking about, like certain traits and thought processes, like why do I think that way, and why am I, just all those questions that I've had for years, and I had nobody to talk to it about, and so it's just sort of thing. It was just what it was. Like, okay, it is what it is. Basically. So there's that saying again, but literally that's what it was. And it comes to a point when I got older, like I have other like mental health issues happening, and then things get more prominent and get more, could be more, what's the word? Can just come to the surface more often, basically. I don't know if that makes any more come to the surface more often. Like, what I mean by that is things that probably mountain out of a molehill kind of situation, I guess. I don't really know if I'm making any sense, but also, why am I using bombs? I just got Leo. But yeah, as I got older, there's just certain things that would keep more happening, and then because I didn't get any help with any of it, I think it got to a point where I'm just sort of like, okay, I'm actually like noticing it more and more now, and there's got to be something, but I just haven't pursued it yet. So I don't feel, I know we've talked about it. Yeah, it's just like I say, as a kid, I didn't really have anybody to turn to, so I just kind of I just kept it, bottled it inside. Like I developed like nervous tics as well. Like I still do it to this day. I have these nervous tics. I'm assuming it comes up on the stream sometimes. I'm not going to say what it is because then you're going to be looking for it. But I do have nervous tics, which I can't help but do. It's almost like Tourette's, but it's not Tourette's. But I have these like tics and twitches that I do that I can't help but do it. And it depends. Sometimes it changes. Sometimes it's one thing and sometimes it's something else. It could be like an eye twitch or something like that, and then it can be something else. So but yeah, I developed that as a young kid as well. And I had this one tic where I'd make this weird noise with my throat, like a weird clicking sound, but I couldn't help but do it. And my mom used to tell me to shut up. She'd be like, why'd you keep making that noise? I was like, I don't know, I can't help it. I was like, I can't help doing it. I don't know what's causing it. I couldn't stop doing it. And I've had that ever since. And these little like tics and twitches and stuff like that have still been persistent to right at this moment in time. I'm already thinking about it right now. And I can't stop it. I think the only times it stops is when I'm asleep. So yeah, it happens quite a lot, and I try and stop myself from doing it. When I had to have that ECG the other day, I was doing it, and she was saying to me, she was like, oh, can you lay a little bit still because it's the ECG wasn't picking up. And I'm like, okay, I'll try. So I was trying my best to stop this tic from happening, and it was really difficult to stop it because it's hard. But yeah, it's one of those things. I don't know. I think as well, like with me as well, like with having anxiety, things like that get worse. So, and the more I think about it, the worse it gets. Which comes back to the whole heart thing. These heart abnormalities I'm getting can be caused by high anxiety, stress, things like that. So it's obviously a factor. What the hell enemy is that? When I got to college. To college, and that's where I went to therapy because I felt like I was going crazy. Small things would make me panic sometimes. Yeah, I think I'm very much like, okay, the smallest things can become like the biggest problems. And also I'm the kind of person who thinks of scenarios. So like instead of just thinking of so this is one of the things that really so like I said earlier, I got through a phase where I think I developed really bad agoraphobia, where it's like there was like an invisible barrier at my door. I just couldn't leave. It's a very strange feeling. I kind of, for the most part, got over that now because I can actually go out to a certain extent. I do go out now, but like I basically for about 2 years, literally for about 2 years, was house. Fuck. No. What is this room, man? What the fuck is this room? Sorry, I ain't going there again. Yeah, so I developed like it was some sort of agoraphobia. So what I would do, like what would happen is in my thought process is I would think about going out, right? And then I'd be like, right, but what happens if this happens? And then what happens if that happens? And then what happens if that happens there? And so, and also not just that, just general things. I'd be thinking like, oh, what if this happens? What if that happens? What if I said this way, but then what if I said it that way? What was if someone asked me that? What if I said this? But then what if they said that and then I said this? But then what if then my response was that? Then what? Those kind of things. When at the end of the day, it doesn't work like that, but because I'm thinking like that. And it drives you crazy, especially when you're housebound and you're literally pretty much on your own for the most part. So you end up thinking, Jesus Christ, I'm going nuts here. Like I'm losing my mind. But yeah, it's something that I've got better at. But it's still there. It's still there to and I think I'll always have something, you know. There'll always be something. Also, this run is probably doomed, by the way. I'm kind of just not even paying attention to what's going on. Doot, 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 doot. That's why I like streaming, by the way. I like streaming because I can just ramble on, and then if anybody watches, like yourself, at least, and that's a bonus. Because I can just talk about nonsense, right? I don't really need to make any sense. The moon. That's why I like streaming, because you have that interaction. If people do come and watch, you've got that interaction live, and you're just basically having a conversation. That explains your thought process too. Yeah, it's kind of strange because a lot of the times that doesn't happen. Like you know, you have a conversation with someone and then, but like I would think like, okay, but yeah, but if I said that, what was if they said it this way? Like maybe, you know, and then what was if, you know, I said before about sometimes I thought like, maybe sometimes I say things and I don't think I'm making any sense, or if I'm trying to explain something, I feel like I'm not making any sense, but I actually, it comes out normal, but I feel like it's not. So when I'm thinking these thoughts, I'm like, yeah, but what was if they don't get what I'm saying, and then they're like, what? And then I've got to try and explain it, and then like I say, all these times it doesn't work like that. That's not how it works. Right, well, I need this. Burp. But unfortunately I couldn't help doing that kind of stuff. Just the way it is. It is what it is. So, but yeah, streaming is definitely good. That's why I was so disappointed when I had to stop streaming. Happened for text too. I would text my friends more than my friend. Yeah, and sometimes as well, like, oh shit, the button still stayed pressed. sometimes I may like say something or in a text and I feel like I'm like, hold a minute, that may come across as me being a certain way when I genuinely aren't. Like I'm not being a certain way. It just may come across that I am, but it doesn't mean to be that way. And most times it probably isn't, but because I'm thinking of it, I'm thinking, oh, they probably think I'm and sometimes as well, like sometimes when I talk, I think to myself, oh, did I say that in a certain way that may seem like I'm being a certain way when I genuinely aren't? So sometimes I do, what the fuck? That spun me out. I have to question myself sometimes. I'm like, man, am I, is it coming out the wrong way? Am I saying it wrong, or have I made any sense? I don't know. Most of the times, yes, but in my brain, I'm like, did I actually make sense? Or did I come across as being rude or something like that when I didn't mean to? And like I say, 99% of the time, 99.9% of the time, no, I'm not. It's just I'm thinking that way. So but we just get on with it, I guess. I probably should like smoke weed or something like that. I bet you I'd be much better if I smoked weed. I don't smoke weed. I'm not saying I never tried weed, and I'm not slating anybody who does smoke weed. But I feel like if I smoked weed, I'd be way, it would like, or not smoke, or inhaled. How do you do it? You can do a bong and all that crap, right? I'm really ignorant when it comes to drugs. But yeah, like I feel like smoking weed would be, or intaking of weed, there you go, would actually help me a hell of a lot. And I can understand why, because people get medically prescribed it, don't they, for things like anxiety and whatever. I feel like that would be me, but I just don't do it. Very eyes see me because you overthink. Hold on, give me a sec. Let me just get through this room of shit. You're a shit of peace. I'm very eyes just because you overthink everything and then just end up not doing anything. Exactly. And like also as well, like I would think about all these different scenarios of things happening, just general stuff. For example, I had this thing. So when I struggled to get out, and say like I had thought of getting on a bus, right? Because I have to rely on public transport. So over here, you can get on a bus, and at this time I didn't realize this, but you can just use your debit card to swipe it on the bus and pay your journey, your bus fares, right? But back like years ago, I used to be on buses every single day when I was traveling to and from work. I used to get maybe like 4 to 6 buses, depending on what day it was, when I used to go to work every day, 5 days a week, 5-6 days a week. And I would just get on the bus, pay with money, no problem, not even thought about it. But sometimes there would be, you get on some buses and say the bus journey was £2, right? So two Great British pounds, just say it was £2. But if you had a £5 note, so an actual, say you had instead of £2 coins, you had a £5 note. Some bus drivers, you'd give them the £5 note and they'd say, oh, have you not got the change? And then they get, oh, okay. So they had, or say if you had a £10 note, they'd be like, oh, do you not have the coins? And you say, oh no, sorry, that's all I've got. And some bus drivers would get like funny with you, like, oh geez, because they'd rather have the coins, because normally when they give change, it's through coins, right? So they're trying to get as many coins as possible, which is nothing you'd normally think about. But a couple of years back when I was thinking about bus journeys, I was like, oh, what if I get on the bus with a £5 note and the bus driver goes, sorry, we can't take the £5 note. You need £2 exactly. Things like that would come back in my mind, even though it doesn't matter anymore, because one, you can just pay by card, and two, the scenarios where the bus driver would say, oh, do you not have the exact change, was very limited. It would never really happen. But because I thought about that, that became the thing. It could be prescribed. I don't know if you can get cannabis subscribed here in the UK. I honestly don't know. Kane Goated. Let me guess who your favorite character is. Welcome to the stream, by the way. We're talking about mental health issues. That's a really good topic to talk about. Get farted on. We need another HP up, man. This run's actually okay. I just need an HP up. Get away from me, you weird freak. You're gonna kill me in here, aren't you? Not today, Zerg. Oh, I picked up the coin. I did pick up the coin. Oh, I thought I picked up the coin. When I said not today, Zerg, I thought he picked up the coin. This run is doomed. This run is doomed. Verp. Little Dumpy just... You could have saved me again, little Dumpy! Show your face. Oh, what is this room? Come on, man. Oh, come on, man. Give me a break. Ah! Get out of here. Thank you, Leo. I used to have a cat called Leo. He's a good cat. Get away from these guys. These guys have got long whips. Get your whip away from me. Yeah, I bet you it's... That's what they want you to believe. It's not a whip, man. There's not a whip. I've seen whips before and they don't look like that. Freaks. Definitely more HP. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's definitely it's definitely a thing. Let's take this pill. Why not? Give me a health up.
Tears up.
I'll take 2 tears ups.
Verp.
Burp.
Tears up.
Burp. Get away from me! Ah, I used to be a whip man. Ah. Well, can't wait to get beat by this boss. I bet it's the big, what's he called? The one that looks like the Haunt. Yep. Heretic. I'm dead. Dude. I would like you to die, please. I do not like you. Don't get... Why do you have purple exploding bomb fired? Shh. Nah. I just want to win an Isaac run. I haven't run a run in 4 years, man. What it feels like. Fuck you. Sorry. Ah. Stop swearing. It's bad for your health. Man, I never used to swear in streams. I used to stop myself. If you look at my old streams, you would never hear me swear. I'd be like, I can't swear. But now I don't care. Okay. Please, can I just get a straight HP up? Ah! Well, Lusty Blood is good. Lusty Blood is good. Lusty Blood is good. Where is the secret room? It's in a weird spot. It can't be here. Can it be here? Oh no. Where's my secret room? Oh. Blip, 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 blip. Blip, 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 blip. Maybe it's here then. How about no? Well, I guess we're going to fight the heretic again and die. My god. Unless I can just do enough damage with Lusty Blood on the... and get enough damage up to just kill it before it does anything. Give me all this stuff. I want it. I want something on this run. Come on. We can do this. I'm an Isaac Pro. Die! Take a bomb! Right in the face! No! Right here. Stand. Fucking. Ah! Die! Quick, kill it! Away from me. Okay. Stay away from me! Yeah, you stop doing this movement. I don't want purple fires near me. Fuck you! That fucking little dumpy. I swear, little dumpy just blew a fart into my face. I mean, blew a flame into my face. Well, I did beat one Isaac run. I forgot I beat Darkroom as Judas. I'm gonna go and cry. I'll be right back. I'm not gonna go and cry. I'm gonna go to the toilet. Back in a sec. All right, I'm back. Sorry, I had to go and feed my cats as well. Make sure they are all sorted. Heretic was not the boss fight for this run. Yep. That was not exactly a strong run, to say the least. Okay, what do we got here? You know what? Let's do a bit of Samson. Play Samson, let's go. Alright, let's see if I can actually string a couple of wins together here, or at least one more win. How long have I been streaming for? 2 hours already? My god. That was quick. Also remember, if you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching right now, I would highly appreciate it if you could leave a like on the stream. The reason why I say if you're watching on YouTube is because I am streaming on Twitch right now as well. It's probably if Twitch, when I stream on Twitch and YouTube, the YouTube quality stream, the quality of the YouTube stream is lower. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about that. It's the way YouTube does things. If you go on Twitch right now, the stream quality will be much better, and you get on Twitch it's a higher, less latency as well, so it's more real time. Even though I do have the lowest latency option setting on YouTube, Twitch is still slightly quicker. Also, there is a link in the description of the YouTube stream. If anybody's so interested to go and watch any of my old Isaac stuff, which has got like 300 odd videos and stuff, something like that. I don't even know, probably more than that. It's all there. All my old Isaac streams, the Afterbirth Plus streams, the good old days. The good old days of Afterbirth Plus. I should just do an Afterbirth Plus run, shouldn't I? Just uninstall Repentance and just play Afterbirth Plus and just remember how easy the game was. Now, Repentance is not exactly difficult anymore because I'm used to it, but still, if you go back to Afterbirth Plus or Afterbirth, it's a walk in the park compared to Repentance. What I should do, I was talking about this the other day, but I was thinking of downloading Antibirth and playing, because I hated Antibirth. I didn't like Antibirth at all because it was, I just didn't like it. It was unbalanced. Yay, speed upgrade. Also, I thought this was an XL floor for some reason. Right, we're looking for 5 cents so I can potentially spawn an arcade on the next floor. We want an arcade and we want to get the IV bag. Why? Because we're Samson. There you go. Golden Razor. Oh, it gives me money as well. Sick. HP up, please. Fudge. I'm not going to swear for the rest of this run, okay? Which is very difficult because I have a thing of what I've coined, which may be a common term, but I've coined it gamer Tourette's. Sometimes I just swear, it just splurts out of me without even realizing I've said it. Now, it's much worse when I play multiplayer games. It's pretty bad. But I'm gonna not swear for the rest of this run. It's not gonna happen. Okay? It's not gonna happen. We're going PG. We're WWE in 2003. We're going to the PG era. Wait, was that 2003? Actually, it might have been later than 2003. It might have been 2006, but whatever. We're PG now. No more swearing. Although we are, I mean, we're PG, but we're playing a game about a dead baby who kills other versions of itself who are also dead babies. So it's pretty un-PG. Do you know one of the funniest things about this is gonna be really random, but it's about, I'm gonna talk about Call of Duty now. Do you know what I don't understand about Call of Duty nowadays? Is in Call of Duty you can get banned, right, for you can get banned for talking smack, let's say, on voice chat. So if you stop swearing or something like that to somebody in voice chat, you'll get banned. It makes no sense. It's an 18 or a mature rated game. The characters swear in the game. So why can't you swear in game chat? It makes no sense. Also, I've been reading like Call of Duty is in a bit of a bad state right now. I only play zombies, so it doesn't really affect me that much, but Warzone people are going mad right now. All the cheaters and all the ranked mode apparently is really bad. I played a bit of multiplayer the other day. Check out this Squid Game thing. I was like, okay, cool. I don't really know. I've never watched Squid Game, so I don't know what's going on. I've been meaning to get around to watching it. I have it on my to-do list to watch Squid Game. The thing with me is if I start watching a TV show, and especially if you can watch all the episodes, I'm watching all of the episodes in one go. I did it with The Walking Dead. It took me 6 days to watch season 1 to season 6 of The Walking Dead. To catch up before season 7 started. Now, I did actually watch the original episode of Walking Dead when the pilot episode. It was on a channel over here called Channel 5, and it was just a pilot episode. Then after that, it went on to a satellite channel. And I didn't have satellite. So I couldn't watch it. So I never watched it until I was like, you know what, I'm going to give this Walking Dead a go again. I watched all 6 seasons all the way up until the one just before you know who gets dead smashed in. Nudge, nudge, spoiler alert. Even though it came out 7 years ago or something like that. Doesn't make sense. It's a game about violence and shooting guns. Exactly. It doesn't make sense. But yeah, you get banned for talking smack, as you'd say. Mum's knife. Very nice. I did not want to put that right at the door, but we'll just blow it up. Well, considering we got Mum's knife, let's go this way. Let's lose another run. Yeah, the whole Call. I mean, I don't talk in voice chat anyway, just because I was there in Modern Warfare 2 days. I was there in Black Ops 2 days. I was in those lobbies. You know what I'm talking about? The lobbies. I would never part. I was too socially awkward to talk to random people, so I wouldn't talk to people. But I heard it all. Now I just don't have game chat on because I can't be bothered listening to people saying they're gonna have sexual intercourse with my mom or something like that. I was gonna say I've done all that, but I don't mean literally. I just mean I've been through all that nonsense, like 14 years ago. The knife of mum, yes. Oh, sorry, mom. It makes sense. I've had this conversation before, but the short word for mother should be mom. Now, some places in the UK they do actually do say mom. But it's not common. I often don't talk in chats and play FPS. Was too much for me and the anxiety. No, I just was too socially awkward. Unless like I was like playing games and having like a drink or something like that, then I'd be like, yeah, and I'd be like listening to people and then talking back to them sometimes. If I was playing with like a group of friends, for example. But as a rule, if I'm playing like Call of Duty or something, I don't have voice chat on. I don't need to hear all that anymore. Like I've heard it all before. Like I just don't care. They just say stupid things and I can't bother with it. But yeah. I played a bit of COD multiplayer the other day. But besides that, I just spent all my time playing zombies. Dude. Petrified. Okay. This one I fun. No people just swear and slur. Yeah, well, because you always get the racist, right? Or but maybe they're not necessarily racist. I know it's going to sound really weird, but they just say a racist word because they're trying to be edgy, right? I guess in turn that makes them racist. But what I mean is they're probably not They probably don't say that out in the open, you know, in the wild, start calling people the N-word or whatever, right? But they just go, well, yeah, I'm going to be edgy and I'm going to call someone the N-word, right? They just say it for the sake of it, basically. You get those people. You know, one thing it does, but it does still get my goat, though. When someone kills me and they teabag me. Oh, if you want to irritate me, all you gotta do is in a Call of Duty game, teabag me. That sounds sexual. Teabagging in the art form of Call of Duty and Halo and stuff like that, right? I'm on about, you know, teabagging. If you teabag me, I get irritated. It bothers that. It especially if I'm like destroying you and you kill me one time and then you start teabagging me. I'm like, whoa. I was like, yeah, okay then. Right. Is that is it? Yeah, okay. And normally it is the ones that you're completely like crapping on. They're the ones that when they actually get a kill on you, they stop teabagging you. And then I'm like, yeah, all right, it's on. It's on. Teabag's like rubbing salt on the wound. But like I say, most of the time it's people that I'm absolutely crapping on, and then they finally kill me, and they're like, oh yeah, I got teabag him. And then I'm just like, are you serious? You're terrible. Now, I'm not the best at Call of Duty, but I'm better than average. Undeserved confidence, yeah. Yeah, I'm better than average at Call of Duty. But problem is with Call of Duty nowadays, and I'm gonna say it, skill-based matchmaking is too strong. You get punished for playing well. If you do well in one game, they put you in a sweaty lobby, and then in that sweaty lobby you get absolutely destroyed. So then what happens? They put you in a bad lobby, then you do well, and then you just have a vicious cycle of being a lobby of people who don't know what they're doing. Then just because you do well against those guys, they put you in a lobby where you're not in that class, so they absolutely destroy you, and then you go back to the lobby which has the bad people in it. It's a vicious circle. You get punished for playing good in Call of Duty nowadays. Now, skill-based matchmaking was always a thing, but not like this. Not trying to make it all they're doing is trying to make it new player friendly. Why does my damage seem really crap? I got the bombs. Die, purple skull man. I don't like you, Singe. They're farting on me. Got a hip hop. Where's the medium low for casual above players? Well, there used to be like no skill-based or very little skill-based matchmaking. So you would be put in a mixed lobby. You get some people that are good, some people that aren't that good, and that's what the fun was. My point with Call of Duty and skill-based matchmaking is they have a ranked mode. Leave the skill-based matchmaking. Everybody says the same thing. Leave the skill-based matchmaking to ranked. That's why there's a ranked mode. And then the casual mode should be casual. But if you keep doing well in a game and then you just keep putting in more and more sweaty lobbies, you feel like you're playing like in a tournament. Like you got to try. Like when I play Call of Duty, I have to play like I'm like a tryhard all the time. Because I'm pretty decent at Call of Duty, so I get put in decent lobbies of people who are much better than me. But just because I do well, I get put in those lobbies. But that isn't my skill level. It's just because I do well maybe once a game, and then they put me in that lobby, and then I do bad, so they put me in a bad lobby, and then I do good again. Now, I'm not saying like I can only play against people who are worse than me. That's not the case. But when you get punished just because you did well, and you get put into a lobby with people like, you know, doing all the movement and like, it's too much. I mean, Call of Duty nowadays, though, is so... I was saying this the other day when I was playing it with my friend. Like, Call of Duty is so fast. Like, everything is just quick. And I can keep up for the most part, but man, everything is so fast in that game now. It's like, you've got to have really good reaction time. And I'm okay at that, but it's It's crazy how much it's changed. If you go back to some like old Call of Duties, even just ones a couple of years ago, they are just slow compared to Call of Duty now. Hello again. Dude. Why does my knife feel like it's... I've got loads of damage. Why is it bad? Why do I feel like my knife's doing nothing? Oh, I should have used Algiz there. Although I don't know if Algiz works. Did I already put a bomb there? I don't know if Algiz works with that door. I don't remember. But regardless, I didn't use it anyway, so who cares? Meow, 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 meow. Ooh, I would take the question. Don't be Isaac's heart. Flush again. I actually feel like playing Call of Duty now. I know I've been talking about it. Should I just do a stream later on? Just raging at Call of Duty? That'd be funny. What do you reckon? I might do that. That would be funny. Yeah, because I did plan, seeing it's Friday night, I did plan on maybe having a few alcoholic beverages this evening. I do have some alcoholic beverages chilling in the fridge right now. So that'd be pretty funny. But if I was to stream it, it would have to be on Twitch though, because, well, maybe not necessarily. Just because the quality on YouTube, because my internet is not that great, streaming on YouTube, I'd have to put the quality lower, which means, especially with Call of Duty as well, you're like running around and all that, so the quality is going to be even worse. And I can't stream at 1440p because basically it'll make my game lag, I think. I could try it though. Ooh. Isaac. Ooh. I don't know, we'll see. I may just do like a random stream where I just play anything. Isaac. My name's Isaac, I'm Samson. Yeah, but it's actually Isaac. He's just wearing a wig and he's pretending to be another character. No, really? So I just had an argument with a made-up person in my head. Samson is mother. Yeah, that's going to be Isaac 2. It's going to be called Isaac 2, Samson and his mother. And you just play as Samson, but like you play as like, you unlock like 34 variants of Samson. Maybe if I say Samson somewhere, my cat may come in. My cat's called Samson. Where am I going? Doop, 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 doop. No. I was going to diplopia that, but I'm going to keep it. Did I already put a bomb here? I did not, so, for some reason. Now, 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 now. Alright. Samson and his mother lived alone in a large building on a tree. Oh no. Guess that'd be called a tree house. I know being a tree house. When I think of treehouse, I think of that one like one of the episodes of The Simpsons I saw years ago where Bart's in a treehouse. I think it was one of the Halloween episodes. I haven't watched The Simpsons in years though. I used to watch Simpsons as a kid, but I've not watched it probably for at least 15 years. Actually, probably longer than that. Do 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 do. You always wanted to. But I don't think tree houses are a big thing over here. Over here, you'd make a den. So like you go to like a field and just like make a base in like a bush, and you like get some twigs and stuff like that and make a base. Tree houses weren't really a thing over here, or that common. Beep, 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 beep. I'm just a notch in your bedpost, but you're just a line in the song. Time to get revenge, you big ghosts. Yeah, why does my knife feel like it's doing nothing? Why? Oh, you got a new... that's a nice trick. Joker. Okay. Well, we're taking the ability to fly and we're becoming the Whore of Babylon. Well, we're taking Whore of Babylon. Just a notch in your bedpost, but you're just a line in a song. I used to like that song. Fallout Boy. Wasn't really a big Fallout Boy fan, but I liked that song. Sugar, we're going down. Dee 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 dee. Oh, I forgot I have money equals power. Probably. Whoa. Whoa! What? Why was I getting hurt there? Oh no. What have I done? Well, we gotta shoot our knife pretty far now or else I'm gonna get hit. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Well, I've just ruined another run. Don't make me blow you up. I'm gonna blow you up. I would blow you up if you were still around. I need a 1 or a 6 room immediately. Give me a 1 or a 6 room. I would be highly grateful. I would re-roll this run in a heartbeat. On paper, it looks really good, but it's not. I'm really bad Isaac the past 2 streams. I gotta get up close and personal with these guys because I can't afford to I can't afford to throw my knife, even though I just did, but... Give me the brain worm. Ding! This run is dead. This run's over. Unless I can reroll my run, this run's over. I gotta go. If you see me again tonight, I'll be there. Okay, no problem. Appreciate you stopping by as normal. Or as not normal. Get it? Oh man, this run's dead. I ruined it. Sick curved horn. I gotta go and find a reroll. I gotta reroll my run. It's terrible. Up, 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 up. That poem was bad. Yeah, I know. Ooh. I know, but, you know. What are you gonna do about it? You win some, you lose some. Unless you're me playing Isaac, you just lose. At least lately, anyway. Still got Diplopia. Oh God. Do-do-do-do. Blip, 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 blip. Get stabbed. I'll be highly surprised if I win this run. Unless I can reroll my run. I'll give it a go though, obviously. Do you know what? Oof. It's gotta be done. Okay. Well, my health situation is definitely better. Okay, I want to test something. Okay, so if I move away from my shot, I should be fine. I think. No. That's not the case. Just tanking damage, I guess, and then using the invincibility. I was hoping for an HP up. Great choice of pills. Oh wait, don't I have
Tears down.
thingy-majig? False PhD. I don't know why sometimes I'm taking damage sometimes I'm not. I thought it's because I had to move away from the shot as I'm throwing it, and the knife as I'm throwing it, but that's not the case. I literally cannot throw my knife or use my knife. Doesn't really help. Well, I can safely say I am not winning this. I cannot throw my knife. As soon as I do, no, I just did it, but it's just not possible, I don't think, to win this. Unless I can find a room to reroll my run. Which isn't impossible, but highly unlikely. Oh, whatever, man. Man, what a shockingly bad Isaac. I in 2 hours, I got one win. 2.5 hours, one win. Anyway, I'm going to go. There's nobody watching right now, but if anybody's watched this after the fact as a video, remember to leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more Isaac. And also, I got a Twitch channel if you want to follow that. It's in the description. Also, there's a playlist with all the Isaac stuff that I've been doing, plus a different playlist with all the videos for this new playthrough. So anyway, I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one. Goodbye.